You read and watch so many psychology books and videos and think if you could use that knowledge to become rich. And then you read Liar Game and realize such a game show can take place in real life. Well, technically, yes, but strategically, no. Liar games, major games works because each player is placed into death trap. But the question is, why would the game host in real life put a death trap on players? An actual question is, why would he be allowed to do so? First, let me analyze each round in detail to state my point better. But before that, a big spoiler warning if you haven't completed Liar Game yet. If you like big brain stuff and psychological thrillers, do check out Liar Game as soon as possible. Let me begin my round by round analysis. Round 1, Stealing. Of course, how could stealing be legally allowed? You can say oh fake currency be involved, but again, why would anyone risk themselves for fake money? You may also say that fake currency can be later exchanged for real money. However, that is practically stealing real money. Round 2, Minority Rule. If you plan to go with Fukunaga's strategy, then it only works because he, or rather she, had a fake identity and could disguise himself as a girl. In real life scenario, you would also need to be a transvestite and represent someone to use this strategy. However, why would any game host allow this? Also, Akayama's plan to win worked because Fukunaga planned his strategy first. And second, all the three participants were in panic mode. Here, I also had a thought about a plot armor issue. How could Fukunaga and other guy allow someone else to take their ballots, especially Fukunaga? I think of it as a plot armor to Akiyama because in real life, no one would be this fool to hand over their ballots. Hence, I believe in general case, minority rule is completely luck based game. At max, you can create a group of 8, but that will also be like gambling. Round 2 Revival, least voted out. This was my third favorite round after musical chairs and the contraband game. Reason for that is I think musical chess is absolutely practical to win and voting game is also 80 to 90% practical. However, there is one issue with this voting game as well. You might buy the votes and clear your debt after reselling them at higher price. But what if other players don't want to win? Like you are giving them 70 million just to quit this game. Anyone would be fine. Hence, buying and selling of vote only works with players who are in debt more than 100 million. Round 3, Contraband game. This was my second favorite round as I said. However, in terms of practicality, real amount to be stolen from someone can lead to legal issues. Though, of course, we have steal, no steal type of games, there is another issue. This game can be won faster using Yokoya strategy. But for that, you need to have like 500 million to 1 billion to spend on spot. Only then can you win this. Because Yokoya set up a loyalty point system to make his team work. That means the richest one wins this game. Otherwise, you can also calculate how to and how much to smuggle for 50 rounds straight. Round 3 Revival Casino Royale. All 3 rounds are on 90% luck. For Russian roulette, you must be playing with a gimmick gun. But why would the host keep that on purpose? Also, even after reading Liar Game, I don't understand how would I know positions of bullets just by an abnormal noise caused by the gun. Maybe having a gun like that in real life might help me to understand better. The 17 card poker game will also work if you can memorize all sets of perfect shuffles of 17 cards, given that dealer only riffles shuffles. Or if by any chance you can know positions of a significant card just by looking at dealer while he is shuffling. You could try checking positions in 17 card game, but 52 card games makes both perfect shuffles memorization and locating a card next to impossible. And at last, the guesswork game can be called as that mock roulette game where you have to guess where the number is and place your bet on it. Well, That guesswork game also depends on how easy your opponent can get convinced. So this round requires immense luck on your side. All the three games of this round will require immense luck on your side. Round 4 qualifier pandemic game. The thing about this game is you can combine both Yokoya strategy or Akiyama strategy, which is also Kansaki's strategy partially. But in Yokoya's case, you won't get 4 vaccines all by yourself. In simulation game, you need to betray everyone and make yourself normal first. And after everyone knows you are normal, you help everyone out. But will other players trust you after you betray them? Where that is upon how good you can convince people. Round 4 main round, musical chairs. This was my most favorite round of this series. Not only is it absolutely practical, but also in the end it was so funny, especially when Akiyama said, "Congratulations, Fatsi." I hope any YouTuber or a reality TV show host try to host this game. Would be so much enjoyable. The one with bigger teams is set to win here. Round 4 revival with poker. Well, you must get 2 sets at cheapest rate and then sell it off. And also manipulate your dominant opponent. It is a game of risk and luck and also depends on how easily your dominant opponent gets convinced. You can work with Kansaki's plan where everyone gets a set only if someone is willing to drop out. And if there is someone like Horimoto who is acting about his spirit, cracking everyone's device, then you must also look up for that. Because even if you could get your set and convince everyone, how would you beat that Horimoto type of a guy? That is a big question. And round 5, Order of 4 Kingdoms. This game ended in stalemate. But question comes, why would you want the game to end in stalemate? So that your producers go bankrupt? But why though? Yokoya's 3-pack strategy works if you can team and pay up with any other 2 teams for losing. For me, Yokoya is the true winner in liar game. Yokoya made around 3 billion from this game and Akiyama could nail down LGT. But after knowing LGT's reasons, Akiyama's plan becomes eh? Also, a game show like Liar Game can only be held by YouTubers, reality TV show hosts, or a college event. But in either of these 3 cases, players must be forced upon millions of deaths. Only then can you manipulate and work out truly. For that, you also need a brilliant mind. If you want to cure your brain rot and lazy mind, check out this video. But you know, even bigger problem. Even if the host managed to set players on death traps and pull this game show, your task can still be too much difficult. And that is because what if all the players have read Liar Game already? Everyone might know what you are up to. Then you will be fighting with 10 Yokoya or Akiyama level strategists. Because everyone knows how their strategies worked, like in musical chess, trapping someone else and redeeming the trash medals, or your minority rule strategy, or the buying votes and selling votes strategy. So you will be fighting with all Liar Game riddles and then you will get yourself trapped, or maybe you have to think of something more creative. If you want to know about more topics like this, like if time travel is possible, check out my channel. I'll see you in the next one.